Hello everyone, how are you today? Today I'm going to explain to you about the roles that you are going to perform in the literature circle. So next week you are going to perform a literature circle with your group, so I hope you are ready. The first role that I want to explain is the discussion leader. As the name suggests, the leader is someone who leads the discussion. So, if you are a leader, make sure you have to keep the discussion going, ask several important questions, and make sure that everyone in the groups have the opportunity to speak and respond to that questions. And then the second role is a summarizer. A summarizer is someone who summarizes the story. So, if you are a summarizer, you have to make sure that you summarize the story well and include key points from the story. And don't forget to ask the group's questions related to your summary. The third role, which is very important, is a connector. So if you are a connector, you have to find a connection between the story and the real world. You can include your experience or someone else's experience. It can be your friends or your family. Make sure to share the connection with the groups and ask the member of the groups if they have similar questions or similar experiences with the story. Okay, now let's move on to the fourth role. Number 4 is word master. So if you are a word master, you have to find important or new words from the story. The words can be a difficult words or can be interesting words according to you. And don't forget to also find the contextual meaning. So what is the contextual meaning? Contextual meaning can be found from the dictionary, but you have to make sure that the meaning is related to the story. So sometimes the meaning in the dictionary is different from the context of the story. And don't forget, you have to explain the meaning to the groups and make sure that the groups understand the contextual meaning of the words. And then the fifth role is the passage person. A passage person is someone who needs to find important passages in the story. So what is a passage? A passage is actually a paragraph or sentences which is very important and has a special connection or special message that you will share with the groups, and you have to share the passages. You can share about 3 passages with the groups, and then in the end of your roles, you can also ask if the groups understand your explanation or they may have some questions related to the passages that you have just shared. Okay, let's move on to the last one. So last but not least is the culture collector. If you are a culture collector, your role is to find the differences and similarities between the cultural aspects in the story and your own culture. So you may find some important cultural aspects or cultural values from the story that you can share with others. After you explain the cultural aspects, you may want to ask the groups if they agree or disagree with you, and if they have different opinions with you about the cultural aspects of the story. Okay, that's all about the important roles that you are going to perform next week. If you still have questions, you can send me an email to ask questions about this, or we can have a chat after this. Okay, see you and good luck in the literature circle next week.